We are starting with a little song to arrive. So we can close our eyes, yes, and arrive here now. Salt of sea, salty grave of tears, 2,000 years was not a in every woman you rise again. Salt of earth and salt of sea, above all, beloved Marie. La, la, so let's pray, let's connect to our hearts. Salt of earth and salt of sea, beloved Marie. Salt of earth, salt of sea, salty grave of tears, beloved Marie. 2,000 years was not in vain. In every human you rise again. Salt of earth and salt of sea, cup of love, beloved Marie. Salt of earth. We started with Mother Mary. They say there's no logic because I was asking, we said the Neteru, and they say, why do you want to always structure everything? So the Mother Mary energy is part of the Neteru energy. It's all of the source. It's a different expression of the source. It's all about love today. So find a comfortable place, close your eyes, and feel the energy still of this song in you, in your body, and the purity that comes from this song and that stays in your heart, in you. You are pure. This is something you forgot. They're saying you have to remember that you are pure. It's about, we had a discussion before about free will, and it seems it's linked to love. They want to talk about it. They want to take us on a journey. Okay, so first we have to connect to our body and to our breath. So feel your breath coming in and out. And feel the purity of it. And feel this rhythm. Observe your breath, don't control the breath, and feel this rhythm that is by itself. And yet, so it's happening by itself, and yet you have a power to stop breathing. You have a free will to do and to stop. But then, so far, there is the intuition to breathe in again, to catch up. They're also saying that The heart is beating without your will. Thank God, or you would have died many times ago, so far, yeah, since now. Because they say we are so overwhelmed by our thoughts and by our system of thoughts that sometimes we forget the truth, what is essential in life, the simplicity of the beauty of life. So, do we have free will when there's a divine plan and all is orchestrated? Yes, but the orchestration happens to catch us back if we go out of the divine plan. So we have some freedom in the path to choose right or wrong, but it's in already a big highway. We cannot change the course of a destiny, but we can take more time to reach our destiny. So what about love? Let's dive into love now. So I call upon the Neteru. They're already here, but they asked me to call upon with upload. I call upon the Neteru. They already manifested before this session, so Sahmet is guiding this session. Also, the Great Pyramid is here, and the Sphinx, and all the Neterus, but these are the three main who want to guide us, to share with us their love. They're saying what you call awakening is called love. You just want to love. To feel the love, to be the love, the ultimate one. We need to ground. So I call upon the Great Pyramid and her energy to cover us. She's coming from above and she's going upon us like boom, and we end up inside her. She's completely gold today. She's made of gold. She's shining gold light, golden light. And let's feel her presence. We will dance at the end, by the way. But is there an end? You will dance when you will be dead. You will dance celebrating life, realizing how beautiful life is and how simple all it is, even death. But every day you die, so let's dance every day. So Sehmet is here now with us, more present. She's on her golden throne. She's sitting and standing very straight. She's also shining gold, golden light. Wajet also is here. She's a protector. She's the snake goddess. And she wants to teach us something today. So they're saying, if you're ready, there's going to be a huge download right now, and they're laughing. And And here it is. And if you cannot feel, visualize a golden light completely enveloping you and going through you. And Sekhmet standing at your head, you lying down in the pyramid. And the pyramid is just gold. And if it feels very hot, you can bring the element of water or the element of air. Oh, like there's a small wind which is clearing and helping you going through this transmission. And Isis is supervising everything. She's up on us with her wings spread, and also with Nekhbet above her. So all the ancestors in the ancient Egyptian gods, the Neteru, are here with Nekhbet. Anubis is on the right, he's protecting. Osiris is on the left. And we are laying down in like a pharaoh, and we are crossing your hands the way they used to cross. Don't try to think, let things be. If you don't know, just cross, visualize crossing, or you can do it physically, your hands, as it feels natural for you. And Sekhmet is now shifting into a lion. And she is roaring at the top of her head. And feel the roar, feel her sound in you. They're saying this is the end of a circle of the first level, and they're laughing again because there's no levels, but of this circle we started a few time ago, and this is the ultimate. It doesn't mean nothing is going to continue. What will be, will be. But it's a celebration today, and they're sharing their love with us. And they're saying love is gold, gold, divine energy, the sun. For those who need and for those who want. Knum, which is the raw God, is taking your heart and remodeling it, purifying it, filling it with gold. The energy of the pharaohs and queens, priestesses of ancient Egypt in all the love and light, and all divinely guided under the divine protection. And they're showing me now, and I share with you, we are in the Great Pyramid, which is all gold, and we are laying down at the bottom of a pyramid in a sarcophagus of a table they used to use for the pharaohs. They say it's the death of the old and the birth of a new. And our hearts, if you want, you always can choose, is going through these tunnels they created in the Great Pyramids. And it's full of light, it's white light. And it's raising up. Be really ready, because it's a very powerful. It is the way of the heart, the purification of the heart, the connection of the heart to the source. So the heart is doing the first steps to the first chamber in the Great Pyramid. And Nephthys is appearing, who is the sisters of Isis, who is the guardian of the mysteries. And she's going to share with us, do a transmission of energy into our hearts and souls and bodies. And if you haven't followed this path of having your heart taken out by Knum, you can still receive a healing and love of Nephthys. Now you can have visions or feel things or emotions. She's telling me it's the light is like the smoke quartz. That's her energy. It's very pure and it's clearing. Even if you perhaps cannot understand me, because I can see my voice is changing, becoming more lighter, the energy is still here. So don't worry. Anubis is following each process. Anubis, who is the jackal god, is the guide, the shamanic guide. It's an Egyptian shamanic guide, supervising. So he's supervising the masculine energy. He is, and Isis is enveloping, with putting like a round around the pyramid, her wings in a round shape, enveloping the pyramid in which we all are, the Great Pyramid. And while I'm talking, the energies are still flowing through Nephthys. She's clearing shadows. She's saying a ghost from the past, memories we have. A false belief. So it's a small quartz energy. It's smoke quartz energy. It means it is not that bright, but it's going really into the core of the things with a lot of gentleness and softness, but it doesn't avoid our shadows. And you can feel if perhaps a pain in your heart chakra or in your physical heart, just breathe into it, or other parts of your body. And if it's too strong for you, you can visualize the pyramids from outside, seeing yourself inside, and the deserts, the Egyptian desert and the other pyramids. So taking some distance. So very interesting. Isis is kind of behind us, outside the Great Pyramid, enveloping it, and in front, the other side, is Jesus. So they're standing, of course, very tall, and he's sending his love towards us and his light. So it's Mary Magdalene, Isis, and Jesus, Osiris. The process is almost done with Nephthys on the first chamber, which is on the left, down. And now she's putting a rose petal, red, in her heart, or in her heart's place. And some silence now. Now there is the sunset behind the Great Pyramid. A day has passed. There is the sunset. The sun is disappearing slowly, passing behind the Great Pyramid and going down. And it's like it's turning like clockwise, of course, doing a circle, we can see it. And it's going to go up with Kethra, which is the beetle scarabée god, and is rising. And while he's rising, we stand up, Anubis is taking our hand, and we are climbing this time steps towards another chamber in the Great Pyramid. And it's the, I don't remember the word in English, when the sun is rising. It's the beginning of a day. Dawn, perhaps? I don't know. So it's still gold, but it's the gold of the morning. It's colder, fresh. And we climb the steps with Anubis. There is also Merlin who manifested. And Master, Ascended Master, Archangel, Ascended Master Merlin, who is also a guide connected to nature and to the forests and all the enchantment. And they are leading us to the second room, which is on the right of a Great Pyramid inside. And now it's Hathor, the cow goddess, who's waiting for us. And there is music playing in this room. And Anubis is holding her heart. It's like her heart is still beating, but there's a hole in her body, and he's holding it outside. And we arrive, and the heart is really out and can feel all this music, all this joy, all this love of Hathor. And also Bast is here, the cat goddess. And it's all about infusing ourselves with the joy of being alive, the joy of love, the arts, the creativity, and the sensuality, and the power of our sexual energy, Kundalini. They say it's more sexual energy than Kundalini. Kundalini is all sexual energies. They really focus on one energy. The serpent in our first chakra, in our second chakra, who is dancing. And I talk like a snake now, so it's the energy of a snake. So they say dance, and it's like the energy in this room. So we're standing up. Anubis is holding our heart. Bast is on the left. Oops. Hathor is on the right. There is a lot of people, even if it's a small room, it's full of ancient Egyptians and angels, gods and goddesses. And there's a huge celebration. And now we are on the roof of Dendera Temple. If you remember one of the healing circle where we were dancing on the roof and wandering and doing whatever we had to do. So they say spend time now, even if we are in the Great Pyramid in this chamber, we are also on the roof of the Temple of Dendera, and it's midday, and there's a lot of celebration, good food, joy, and each one of us is guided by a special guide, and you are asked to receive and to try to connect and to hear or feel or see who it is and what is your message. And I leave a space, a few seconds in silence and open for you to have this unique connection. Again, this is the second time with this guide on the rooftop of the Temple of Dendera, the Temple of Hathor. You might receive a message, hear a message for you. or just feel something in your body or have a vision of something. And Anubis is saying, put it in your heart, in the Great Pyramid. Yeah. So I leave silence. It seems more than seconds are needed to receive and to integrate. Don't try to understand. I know that even if you don't remember when this circle is finished, it will stay in you. Arthur is also saying that if you don't receive a message, you can just experience again this feeling of joy, of freedom, of celebration. Yeah, she's infusing this into our hearts. And while this is happening, it's still in process. It's going to take some time. We are also, again, Bast is taking our hand and Anubis is behind us, holding our hearts. And we are climbing now, but flying towards the third chamber on the left, upper. We keep going up like vertical tunnels, yes? So we're going in a third chamber on the left of the Great Pyramid. Don't worry, the Dendera temple and the rooftop is still in you and it won't leave you. And let's see who is here. It's a bird. It's thought. Mm-hmm. Also, I forgot to tell you, in the Dendera room, there was Horus who manifested. Of course, the husband of Hathor, the lover of Hathor. So it's the union, reunion of yourself, your two different selves, your masculine expression, your feminine expression, your creativity, your actions, all that represents these two worlds have been united in Dendera room. And now we are in thought room. Thought, who is the ibis god, and is writing things about our life. And is taking a book that was in our hearts and ripping off pages that are not useful, that have been healed. They don't need to be there anymore. It's like they disappear. It's not even ripping them off. They disappeared. And let's receive his wisdom and his knowledge now. And let's feel the ground, like how heavy the Great Pyramid is. It's a really big, 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 big vessel for us. It's important to remember to ground. Still receiving the energies, healing energies and love from thought. And it's almost complete. You can also share in your heart, in yourself, what you want to share with thought. Ask him question and he will answer you. He's saying you are many of others, you are many of you in you. There is many you in you. There has been many you in your life. Each one had his own purpose. Each one was meant to be. He's saying like the divine, like the source. It has many expressions. See her earth, witness the diversity on earth. You are as diverse as earth. There are as many yous, different versions of yourself than earth can create, different species and different plants and all this. Realize how infinite and how much you can create. Let this expression be, but don't identify to yourself to them. So each one of us has infinite possibilities of expression of their selves, themselves, ourselves on earth. And we can choose what we want to express, or it will be intuitive, we will know, but we have infinite, there's no end regarding all that we can create. So this is an expression of our source. It doesn't define us. Us is unchangeable. Our true self is eternal. So it's bringing us knowledge, knowing about the truth, our truth. And it's healing our hearts because it's taking away all this false belief that we are this and we did wrong and we did right and all this. It's just an expression. It's saying like putting a light with a thing for like a diamond, and you put light inside and it has different colors. It doesn't define the source. It's just the expression of the source, but it's not the source. These are expressions of you. It is not you. And now this is the last room, and they're laughing, there is no last. So they're showing it's the king room, the king chamber in the center of the pyramid. It is fire energy. I can feel it's burning. This is Osiris room, transmutation, going beyond death and being reborn into our true selves. And the sign is two hands holding the sun, around the sun. The symbol for this room. Also with a lot of triangles, infinite, going different shapes, it never ends. But really the hands holding the sun and the hands holding us. And we arrive walking up with Isis. And it's even not walking, we just are transported to this room. It's a very high degree of inclination. It's like going parallel to the inclination of a pyramid, but inside it, in the center. And there is a sarcophagus in the middle in this room, and we lay down in it. And Osiris is already laying down, and we lay down in Osiris. We are Osiris. And Anubis is holding our heart up at the place of our heart chakra, but out of it, and it's facing the top of a pyramid, and light is coming from the top of the pyramid into our hearts for this final initiation. If it's too much for you, connect to your breath and know that you will receive only what is good for you. Or walk around the room if you feel it's too much right now. You're not missing anything. Don't worry. Connect to the earth. And I call the water element to ease up all this, and also the earth element to ground us, yes, to make it easier. And our heart is bright light. And Anubis, Isis, Sekhmet, Asor, Bast, Thoth, Wadjet, the pharaohs, all the priests and priestesses, and all the other Neteru, Nechbet, Neftis, Kefra, Kefer, Knum, are putting our hearts back into our chest. And Knum is putting some clay to close our chest. And let's rest a little. I call upon the universal life force. And the Nile, the element of Nile is here also. Under us is taking away all that has been burnt by this process. And is taking it away. It's fresh river, yeah? 2. And let's, if you feel so, you can physically put your hands on your heart chakra, on your chest area. And feel the blessing. Mother Mary is here again. And Jesus. And also the Atlanteans, the Arcturians, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Anael, roses, earth element, air element, wind, fire element, spirit, the divine, water, crystal, the rocks, and let's feel this peace in us, this silence, and let whatever be inside us. We're still in the Great Pyramid inside it, in the King Chamber. Tutankhamun is here too. Ramses, Nefertari, Isis, Nephthys, Hathor, Osiris, Anubis, Ptah, Knum, Thoth, Amun-Ra, Ra. No, I'm checking the sound. They're all around celebrating. We are out of the sarcophagus. We're standing up. All the elements are here. The water, the earth, the air, spirit, fire, the sun, all the realms, the forest, Merlin, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, the Atlanteans, the Arcturians, Jesus, Moses, Mohammed, Mahomet, Padre Pio, Mother Mary, Sir Emmanuel, Mother Teresa, all the saints, Teresa d'Avila, and all the ancient priests and priestesses of Egypt, all under divine light and divine blessings. And now we are asked to step out of a Great Pyramid. And the Great Pyramid is spiraling by itself like the joy. And let's feel this last moment and stay in silence a few seconds. There are also the rocks, crystals, all the elements of earth, fairies, the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, Melchizedek, Saint Germain, all the light energies. Oh. And now we are asked to open our eyes, and now we are going to dance. Thank you, everyone. Take time to come back, put music, dance. I won't be able to put it on a video recorded because there are copyrights or whatever is the name. Take notes after, because you might have received lots of information. And if nothing, don't worry, it's still perfect. Thank you. See you another time. Bye.